Rice Krispie treats, a little bit of food coloring, and some candies make great little Halloween monsters.
Let's see what's cooking. It's time for yoyomax12.
Hello everyone. For each color of monster you're going to make, take 1 cup of miniature marshmallows. Add to that a tablespoon of butter. Put this in the microwave for about a minute on high until the marshmallows are very, very puffy and the butter is melted. Give it a stir. You want it to be nice and smooth. If it's not, put it back in the microwave for another 10 seconds or so. Then tint it with a little bit of paste food coloring. Give it a stir and then add 1.5 cups of Rice Krispie cereal. Stir that around until the Rice Krispies are completely coated. And then you're going to form it into the monster shapes. Now when I originally saw this, it was telling you to use a donut pan. The donut pan that I had is miniature. It has little tiny ones, so it wasn't quite big enough. So I used my whoopie pie pan, which is basically the same as a donut pan, except it doesn't have a little center part that sticks up to make the hole. So I just kind of put my mixture in there so that I get a nice round shape, and then I just formed a hole in the center with your fingers. Dampen your hands with a little tiny bit of water and they won't stick to the mixture. Each batch that I just showed you makes about 4 standard size donut shapes, approximately. I did some purple, I did green, and I did orange. And if you'd like, while these are still warm, sprinkle them with a little bit of Halloween sprinkles to give them a little bit of extra color. Let them harden and then decorate as desired. I whipped up a batch of royal frosting and I used that as the glue to glue on the candy eyes and all the other candies that I used for this. Lots of recipes for royal frosting out there. I will include the one that I used in the description box. You can just use regular frosting, but royal frosting dries very quickly and it holds onto candies quite well. I used some cashews for this one for horns, and I used candy corn that I actually snipped because they're a little bit too long, and I attached those to the bottom for teeth. And then just let them sit until the royal frosting is hardened and you're done. And really, I just went and looked around what I had available in my candy stash, what I could use for decorations, and I'll show you a few of these here. So there's the one I just made with the candy corn. This one has a few pink warts on it. I used those candy coated licorice bits. I think they're called goodies. Cut those in half, stuck them on there, and I used some triangle shaped sprinkles that I had for teeth. This one I used orange triangle shaped sprinkles for teeth and lots of little eyes. This one I used those little licorice candies for the teeth, cut in half, the white ones, and I used little banana shaped candies for the horns. This one I attached those little triangle shaped sprinkles all over, and I added candy corn cut in half for the teeth. This one, it looks a little bit like Cookie Monster. My camera does a terrible job of picking up the color purple. This is actually purple, not blue. I used the black goodies for the teeth on this one. This one, more candy corn and some cashews for the horns or the ears. For this guy, I took some candy corn and I snipped them. I used the bottom portion for some yellow teeth and the top portions for the horns. Now here's the whole gang all together. Now what's fun with these is that what you can do is you could make the Rice Krispie portion ahead of time for a Halloween party and provide a whole bunch of candies, sprinkles, whatever you want, with some tubes of already prepared frosting for the kids, and they can assemble their own monsters, and you can have a little scariest monster contest, and they can have a little treat to eat then or to take home later. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Here are 2 other great Halloween treat ideas. They don't take a lot of time to make and they use very simple ingredients. You can try some monster eye cookies or some zombie boogers. If you want to see either of these videos, all you have to do is click right on your screen. Bye-bye.